Hey guys, welcome to another video of my 30-day series. So today, we're just gonna touch up on the different types of therapy because that's a video that I feel that is very, very important. Um, because I didn't realize that there were so many different types of therapy, and yeah. So I am going to talk about the therapy that I've done and some that I've heard of but I haven't quite tried yet. And you know, so yeah. So the first one that I've ever tried, I believe, was hypnotherapy. And I didn't necessarily go to like a therapist. I went to someone who was certified in hypnotherapy, and that's what they did, and they did it through the lens of human design. And it was very, very helpful. It was the initiator. It was the first step for my my love journey, journey to boost my confidence, boost my self-esteem. Um, I didn't necessarily go in, well, I did go in with a certain um, outcome that I was thinking about, but I realized more and more, the more open you are, the more you can actually get done. But it is good to have an idea, at least one thing that you want to work on. And so we chose one thing. I don't even, do I remember? Yes, I do remember. It was like, I guess just like not putting myself first in like certain situations, I believe. And so, she took me into like a meditative state, and then we processed that. And one of the things that happened after that, I like found a course that I had bought like a while back, and I had started back watching the videos, and things started to make sense to me again. And then something that the person said in the videos triggered me again, so I stopped watching it. And then after that, I tried, what do you call it? What is the name? I want to say muscle testing or emotional. I know it's called muscle testing, but I did it remotely with this lady. She has her own healing center, and things like that. What did we process? Honestly, I don't even remember what we processed, but it was something to do with inner work, the shadows of life, and things that standing up for myself, I think, was one of them. Because something was like happening at a job, and I was having like some issues with that. So yeah. And then what was the next? I invest a lot of money in inner work. I would spend my whole entire check on inner work if I really could. I would. But so I want to say the next one was what I'm currently kind of in and started, which is EMDR. And that is with like my actual therapist, and great person, amazing work. It is important that you find the right person that resonates with you. Like, say if you believe in Christianity, or you believe in, or you're religious, and find somebody that works for you and with you with that specific modality, because that is going to be easier. Your guard is not going to be up. You're not going to be, all these limiting beliefs are not going to come up. So with that being said, and there's therapists out there that are certified in these things that could resonate with you. So be open to that. Make sure you vet the people and your therapist to see if they actually are a good fit. If not, move on to the next one. Because one thing that people don't realize is that you have to vet the people that that are in control of your mental health, right? Because that's very important. So if you didn't know that, Now you know how you vet your boyfriends and your girlfriends. That's how you should be vetting your therapist as well, to see if they are a great fit for you. Don't just go to any or settle for any type of therapist, because that is important. I would just say it's important because the levels in which you're trying to go, they could limit you. They could have limiting beliefs in different things that are getting in the way of your success. Yeah, I think that's very important for you to know. Another one is one that I read about is internal family systems. My first therapist that I tried to have, we didn't really resonate with each other, and so that's why I ended up with the therapist that does EMDR, which freaking amazing. I'm glad I decided to ditch that one for this one. Yeah, so yeah, you want to have a no-nonsense therapist, coach, person in your life, somebody who's going to tell you the truth no matter how hard it is. I think that is very important and very worth it. It's going to be worth your while. Yes, you're going to be triggered, but after a while, you know, you're going to realize it later. Because when I tell you, the same course that I got triggered by, that I bought, is the same course that I decided to retake when I started doing EMDR. And I understand why I was triggered then, but now I'm not triggered at all by any of the content. Because like the level of my mindset that has changed since I've worked with my mind and just like clearing out all of the gunk and the trauma, I'm able to see things and see life more clearly and be more of my authentic self. I also did Rohan therapy. Rohan is great. Only one school teaches Rohan. I think it is very powerful, and I think that is one of the reasons why I am so much closer to my authentic self as well. So all of these different things, these are the different type of therapies that I did. There are some therapists, depending on what state or whatever, that do Rohan, that do take insurance, but there are some that do not take insurance and are more on the spiritual route. So take your pick, do some research, because I think that's also very important too, to do your own research. But for me personally, this is what has transformed my life over the course of, when did I start? I want to say I started in 2025 is when I started these more advanced therapies. I did Rohan and EMDR last year. And it really catapulted my life in every aspect: money, love, friendships, social life, beauty, self-esteem, confidence, all of it. And then you also have to do the work on yourself as well. As like, when I say do the work, you'll hear me say this in a lot of different videos, but doing the work means actually going out there and putting yourself out there in the world to be seen, to make mistakes, so you can understand where your weak spots are. Because if you don't understand where your weak spots are, you will not grow. You will stay the same. And realizing that it's okay to make mistakes. And mistakes are normal. And the more mistakes you make faster, the better you get, the more successful you become. And that is a mindset of a winner that I think everyone deserves. So yeah. If you would like to book a call, my email is in my bio, and like, subscribe, share the video if you like this content and like the video, so this content can reach other people. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.